Dustin, so good to see you. I really like today's topic. FinTok makes investing look easy, but is it setting you up to fail? Social media finance gurus have exploded in popularity as more people turn to social media for money advice. A recent FINRA investor education study found that 25% of adults now turn to social media for investing advice. That number jumps to 61% for people aged 35 and under. Does that surprise or scare you?
It doesn't surprise me, Aaron, but it is worrying, and probably for this reason. The most common problem that I see sitting down with retirees, pre-retirees, doing financial planning, retirement planning, is our inability oftentimes to see the forest, but for the trees. And there are a lot of trees on the internet, a lot of shiny objects that we can chase down rabbit holes. So I would tell you that you never want, there's a lot of great information to be had on the internet, a lot of great information to be had from different personalities, but you never want to take that information, including information from me, and act on it without having a personal conversation with a qualified advisor.
Right. Yeah. Education is great, but you got to do your homework. On that note, many finfluencers condense complex investing strategies into quick, easy to follow videos without explaining the downside risks. So what are the risks when investing is presented this way?
I would say a couple of big risks. Number one, that influencer has no duty to protect you. Okay. So keep that in mind. Again, if you're going to implement any strategy, I would talk to a qualified professional with a fiduciary duty to protect your interest, put your interest first, and to reveal any potential conflicts of interest. The other thing I would say, Aaron, is context is much more rare and much more valuable than content. Content is everywhere, but it's the details that matter, right?
Yeah.
So if you're not getting that context before you implement a strategy, anything could happen. You could lose principal. You could have tax losses. You could lose liquidity, and sometimes those losses could be steep.
Right. But the finfluencers might face no repercussions, and that's because a lot of them lack any real credentials. So how can investors tell the difference between credible financial guidance and content designed to drive clicks and commissions?
When it comes down to credibility, this for me is a dead giveaway, something you want to watch out for. If someone says you should always implement this strategy, or you should never implement this other strategy, that's a dead giveaway. If someone has the same answer for everyone, hey, if you're a hammer, then every problem looks like a nail.
Right.
I would say that's a case where you want to run. And remember that anyone can refer to themselves as a financial advisor. There aren't any regulations around that. If someone's holding themselves out to be a financial advisor or a qualified financial professional, go to brokercheck.com. You can check their securities license, their registration with FINRA or the SEC. You can check to see if they have any disciplinary issues with clients. If they're talking about insurance products, go to the state insurance departments. You can run a check online to see if they're licensed. And again, to see if they've had any disciplinary issues.
So Dustin, let's say that a young investor comes into your office. What habits or principles would you tell them to focus on first before worrying about stocks, stock picks, crypto, or the next big trend?
Yeah, fundamentals first. Nothing is more valuable to a young person than their earning power. It's the biggest asset they've got. That means don't overlook getting life insurance and disability insurance in place. Protect that earning power. After that, you want to work on getting your savings rate up, because it doesn't matter what investments you pick if you're not saving enough each month or each year.
Well, Dustin, if somebody would like to sit down with you, learn a little bit more about investing, or maybe they've come across a topic on one of these FinToks that they'd like to talk through with you, how can they reach you?
Give us a call or a text at 830-476-2505. Or reach out on the web to book a free chat at longlivemymoney.com.
Great. Dustin, thank you.
Thanks, Aaron.